it like rocket fuel.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out.
I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta run no matter what, like fourth downhill, every no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stun. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Yeah, I gotta get in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Why I never saw you in the field though? I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. Tell me, boy, you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
185.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'm a shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
The pressure is on. This one is for the gold.
That's it.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Blow your mind.
Why you mad like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bag. You ain't geese. Too bad. My bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back. 48 yards. What now? 280. I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Hello. That's the jag call. Let me click over real quick. To let my jag talk it. I eat down. That's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you back. My bad, but I'm past that. When Nasdaq, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, I'ma slap. 185. Low, I'ma grab. When I come back, I'ma get back. My bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm mad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like 10-fold. 180. That's the only what's that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't geek. Too bad. My bad. 180. First of the month, I'ma run it back. What's up? Sunday, I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm so for real. Treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. What now? Yeah, first off the ass like I don't know no feel. See the way deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
be coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jury the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fight field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they take on Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Andy Dalton set to lead out this Bengals offense at the controls for the 9th year. The man out of TCU. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
29. 29.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Smith trying to run for it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you? Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Another try for Smith, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Raider offense led by Antonio Brown heading back out. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side here with Smith. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing his car on 3rd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Bullock good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he He's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 6 guard. Check 52 guard.
They begin with a run by Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and inches, Carr trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Carr going to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The linebacker Preston Brown there to knock that one away. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 22. Carr now on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A. where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Carr completes it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Smith, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Whip. Go Chief. Watch the whip. Express.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Taking it in. As they are an extra point away now from time. This football game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Still on his feet. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
From midfield here, Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it,
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Andy Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Carr to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
White. 808. Take 4. Express. Mike 52.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Switch.
Raider 2.
To throw is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Spill. Hey, Foxtrot. Express.
Now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An explosive 38-yard pickup. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
This is Smith, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Go. Express.
Again, it's Smith. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense,
so we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. On third down, Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
We got this.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
6-18. Express.
First throw of overtime for Carr. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, it didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress.
You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap, that's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like,
Who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold.
Over and out.
That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back.
Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all